Welcome to our countdown of the most bizarre animal behaviors you won't believe are real. Today, I invite you to journey with me to explore the furthest reaches of our planet where life, in its infinite variety, performs feats so extraordinary they challenge our very understanding of the possible. Deep within the damp, fern-choked gullies of Australia's eucalyptus forests lives a creature of almost mythical vocal prowess, the superb lyrebird. It is a bird that at first glance might seem unassuming, its plumage a symphony of browns and greys, designed more for camouflage amidst the leaf litter than for flamboyant display. Yet this modest exterior conceals an artist of unparalleled talent, a mimic whose abilities extend far beyond the repertoire of any other creature on this earth. It is here in these ancient forests that one of the natural world's most astonishing acoustic performances unfolds. The male lyrebird, during his breeding season, becomes a veritable virtuoso. His primary aim is to attract a mate, and to do so he constructs a series of carefully cleared mounds on the forest floor. These are his stages, his arenas. Upon these earthen platforms he will perform a dance and song routine of such complexity and precision that it leaves observers utterly spellbound. His own native calls are rich and melodious, but it is his mimicry that truly sets him apart, elevating him to legendary status. He listens with an ear preternaturally attuned to the cacophony of his environment. The calls of other bird species, the kookaburra's laugh, the whip-poor-will's cry, the screech of a cockatoo are not merely imitated but replicated with astonishing fidelity. He can weave together the songs of 20 or more different species into a seamless, continuous aria. This ability alone would be extraordinary. But the lyrebird does not stop there. His mimicry extends beyond the avian realm. He incorporates the rustling of leaves, the snap of a twig, the scurrying of small mammals through the undergrowth. Imagine, if you will, standing in the quiet stillness of the forest only to hear the distinct click and whir of a camera shutter, followed by the whine of its motor drive. You search for the photographer but find only this remarkable bird, its throat pulsating as it flawlessly reproduces the mechanical sounds it has overheard. Or perhaps the piercing shriek of a car alarm or the rhythmic clang of construction work echoing through the trees, all emanating from this feathered phenomenon. This is not simply imitation, it is a profound demonstration of learning and adaptation. The lyrebird's syrinx, its vocal organ, is the most complex of any songbird, possessing 3 pairs of muscles compared to the usual 1 or 2, granting it exceptional versatility. Young males spend years perfecting their craft, listening intently to older, more experienced performers and gradually building their own unique repertoires. Now let us shrink our focus dramatically from the grand theatre of the rainforest to a realm largely invisible to our unaided eyes. We enter the microscopic world, a universe teeming with life forms whose existence and abilities are often more fantastical than any fiction. Here, amongst the mosses and lichens, in droplets of water and flakes of soil, we find a creature that redefines our understanding of resilience, the tardigrade, affectionately known as the water bear, or moss piglet. These are tiny invertebrates, typically no more than half a millimeter in length. Viewed under a microscope, they possess a charmingly robust, segmented body with 4 pairs of stubby legs, each tipped with claws. They move with a slow, deliberate, almost bear-like gait, hence their common name. But do not let their diminutive size or endearing appearance mislead you. Tardigrades are among the toughest, most indestructible organisms known to science. Their preferred habitats are moist environments, the damp cushions of moss, the surface film of ponds, even the sediment of the deep sea. Here they feed on plant cells, algae, and small invertebrates, going about their lives in quiet obscurity. However, it is when their environment turns hostile that the tardigrade reveals its truly astonishing capabilities, its superpowers of survival. When faced with desiccation, the complete drying out of their surroundings, most creatures would perish. Not the tardigrade. It can enter a state of suspended animation known as cryptobiosis, specifically anhydrobiosis. It retracts its legs, expels almost all the water from its body, up to 97%, and curls into a desiccated, lifeless-looking speck called a tun. In this state, its metabolism slows to less than 0.01% of its normal rate. This tun state is the key to its incredible hardiness. While a tun, the tardigrade can withstand conditions that would be instantly lethal to almost any other life form on Earth. It can survive temperatures as low as -272 degrees Celsius, just 1 degree above absolute zero, the point at which all atomic motion ceases. It can also endure temperatures as high as 150 degrees Celsius, far above the boiling point of water. The extremes do not end there. Tardigrades have been subjected to pressures 6 times greater than those found in the deepest ocean trenches, and they have survived. They can withstand radiation doses hundreds of times higher than would kill a human, and perhaps most astoundingly, they can even survive the vacuum of outer space. In 2007, tardigrades were taken into orbit, exposed to the harsh cosmic rays and the vacuum of space for 10 days. And upon their return to Earth, many were successfully rehydrated and even reproduced. How do they achieve such remarkable feats? Scientists are still unraveling the full extent of their secrets. It is understood that during anhydrobiosis, they produce unique sugars like trehalose, which form a gel-like matrix within their cells, protecting delicate structures from damage. They also synthesize special proteins, known as tardigrade-specific intrinsically disordered proteins, TDPs, which are thought to encase and shield their DNA and other vital cellular components from harm. The tardigrade offers a blueprint for survival under the most extreme duress, a biological masterclass in enduring the unendurable. They challenge our definitions of life and the conditions under which it can persist. 3. The pistol shrimp, nature's sonic weapon. Let us now submerge ourselves beneath the waves into the vibrant and often perilous world of tropical coral reefs and seagrass beds. Here, amidst the dazzling array of colors and forms, lurks a small crustacean with a weapon so potent it seems to belong more to science fiction than to the animal kingdom. This is the pistol shrimp, a creature that, despite its modest size rarely exceeding a few centimeters, commands respect through its extraordinary sonic capabilities. The pistol shrimp, a member of the Alphidae family, is distinguished by one dramatically oversized claw, which can be almost half the size of its body. This is not a typical crushing claw, like that of a crab or lobster. Instead, it is a highly specialized biological marvel, a cavitation gun capable of producing one of the loudest sounds in the ocean and a shockwave of astonishing power. It is a hunter, and its weapon is both precise and devastating. The mechanism is ingenious. The larger claw has 2 parts, a plunger on one section and a corresponding socket on the other. When the shrimp snaps this claw shut, the plunger fires into the socket with incredible speed. This action doesn't crush the prey directly. Instead, the rapid movement of the plunger displaces water so forcefully that it creates a tiny, high-velocity jet of water traveling at speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. As this jet of water travels, the pressure within it drops so low that it falls below the vapor pressure of water, causing the water to essentially boil at ambient temperature. This forms a tiny cavitation bubble. This bubble is short-lived, collapsing almost instantaneously under the surrounding water pressure. The implosion of the cavitation bubble generates an acoustic pressure wave of immense intensity, reaching up to 218 decibels. To put this into perspective, it is louder than a gunshot, louder even than the call of a blue whale. This sound is so powerful that it can stun or even kill small fish, crabs, and other shrimp at close range, effectively acting as a sonic bullet. But the wonders of this cavitation bubble do not end with the sound. For a fleeting moment, as the bubble collapses, the conditions within it become truly extreme. Temperatures can skyrocket to an estimated 5,000 Kelvin, nearly as hot as the surface of the sun. This phenomenon, known as sonoluminescence, even produces a brief flash of light, though it is too faint and too quick to be seen by the naked eye without specialized equipment. The shrimp uses this remarkable ability primarily for hunting. It will lie in wait in its burrow or a crevice, its antennae sensing the approach of unsuspecting prey. With a flick of its claw, the sonic blast is unleashed. The stunned victim is then easily dragged back into the shrimp's lair to be consumed. This claw can be cocked by a powerful muscle, held in place by a latch mechanism, ready to be fired in an instant. Beyond hunting, the powerful snap is also used in communication and defense. Rival pistol shrimps will engage in sonic duels, snapping their claws to establish territory or dominance. The collective sound of many pistol shrimps snapping in a reef environment can create a continuous crackling background noise, a significant component of the ocean's ambient soundscape, even interfering with sonar systems. What is truly remarkable is the evolutionary refinement of this biological weapon. The forces involved are immense, yet the shrimp's claw is perfectly adapted to withstand the repeated stresses of firing. If a shrimp loses its specialized claw, the smaller, ordinary claw on the other side will often transform into a new pistol claw, while the lost appendage regrows as a smaller one, a testament to nature's regenerative and adaptive capabilities. The pistol shrimp, therefore, is a marvel of biological engineering. It has harnessed the physics of cavitation to create a tool of extraordinary power, a miniature sonic cannon that allows it to thrive in its competitive marine world. It's a reminder that size is not always an indicator of might, and that within the intricate tapestry of life, evolution can produce solutions of breathtaking ingenuity and force. 4. The axolotl, the Peter Pan of salamanders. Our journey now takes us to the ancient lakes of central Mexico, specifically to the remnants of Lake Xochimilco and Lake Chalco near Mexico City. Here, in these high-altitude waters, dwells a creature that seems to have discovered a secret to perpetual youth, a master of regeneration that challenges our understanding of biological repair. This is the axolotl, a species of salamander that retains its larval features throughout its adult life, a phenomenon known as neoteny. Unlike most amphibians, which undergo metamorphosis to transition from an aquatic larval stage to a terrestrial adult form, the axolotl typically remains fully aquatic. It keeps its feathery external gills, which fan out from the sides of its head like a regal headdress, and its finned tail perfectly adapted for navigating its watery home. It is, in essence, an adult that never truly grows up in the conventional amphibian sense. This charming, almost whimsical appearance, often accompanied by a seemingly perpetual smile, belies an extraordinary biological capability, the power of regeneration. If an axolotl loses a limb, be it a leg, a tail, or even part of its jaw, it can regrow it perfectly without any scarring, complete with bones, muscles, nerves, and skin. This is not just a stump healing over, it is the complete functional restoration of a complex appendage. The axolotl's regenerative prowess extends even further into realms that seem almost miraculous. It can regenerate parts of its vital organs, including sections of its spinal cord, its heart, and even portions of its brain. If its spinal cord is severed, it can repair the connection and regain full mobility. If a piece of its heart is removed, the missing tissue will regrow. This capacity is virtually unparalleled in the vertebrate world. Scientists have long been fascinated by this creature, seeing it as a living laboratory for understanding the mechanisms of regeneration. How does the axolotl achieve what is largely impossible for mammals, including humans? The process involves specialized cells called blastoma cells, which accumulate at the site of injury. These cells are undifferentiated, meaning they can develop into various cell types needed to rebuild the lost structure. The genetic and molecular pathways that orchestrate this complex process are subjects of intense research. Axolotls possess an incredibly large genome, about 10 times the size of the human genome, and unlocking its secrets may hold keys to new therapies for human injuries and diseases, perhaps one day allowing us to repair damaged spinal cords or regenerate heart tissue after a heart attack. Despite their incredible resilience at a cellular and tissue level, wild axolotls are paradoxically critically endangered. Their natural habitat has been severely degraded by urbanization, water pollution, and the introduction of invasive species like tilapia and carp, which prey on young axolotls and compete for food resources. Conservation efforts are underway, but the future of this unique salamander in the wild remains precarious. In captivity, however, axolotls thrive and are popular in the aquarium trade and as research animals. Their ability to breed relatively easily in laboratory settings has allowed scientists to study their biology extensively, leading to significant breakthroughs in developmental biology and regenerative medicine. They exist in various color morphs, from the common dark mottled wild type to leucistic, pale pink with dark eyes, and albino varieties. 5. The mimic octopus, master of disguise. Our final exploration takes us back beneath the waves to the sandy, silty seabeds of the Indo-Pacific. Here, in an environment that offers little in the way of conventional hiding places, dwells an invertebrate of such astonishing intelligence and transformative ability that it seems to blur the lines between different species. This is Thomoctopus mimicus, the mimic octopus, a creature whose artistry and deception is truly unparalleled in the animal kingdom. Discovered officially only in 1998, the mimic octopus has quickly become a legend among marine biologists and enthusiasts. Most octopuses are masters of camouflage, able to change their skin color and texture to blend seamlessly with their surroundings, whether it be a coral head or a rocky outcrop. The mimic octopus, however, takes this ability to an entirely new, almost theatrical level. It doesn't just blend in, it actively impersonates other marine animals. This remarkable creature possesses an arsenal of disguises, estimated to include at least 15 different species. When threatened or when hunting, it can contort its boneless, highly flexible body, alter its color patterns using its sophisticated chromatophores, and change its behavior to convincingly imitate a range of other, often more dangerous, or less palatable sea creatures. This is not passive camouflage, it is active, dynamic mimicry. Consider its repertoire. It can flatten its body against the seabed, trail its arms behind, and adopt a flounder-like coloration and undulating swimming motion to impersonate a flatfish. This disguise is often used when it needs to travel across open, exposed areas. If confronted by a territorial damselfish, it might tuck 6 of its arms into a burrow, raising the remaining 2 in opposite directions, striped black and white, to mimic a venomous banded sea snake, a known predator of damselfish. The mimicry extends further. It can draw its arms together above its head, splaying the tips to resemble the venomous spines of a lionfish, adopting its distinctive coloring and slow, deliberate movements. It has also been observed mimicking jellyfish, sea anemones, mantis shrimp, and even giant crabs. The choice of disguise often seems to be context-dependent, selected to be the most effective deterrent against the specific predator it encounters. This level of sophisticated mimicry requires not only incredible physical control and rapid color-changing ability, but also a high degree of intelligence and observational learning. The octopus must be able to recognize different threats, recall which local species is most likely to deter that threat, and then accurately execute the impersonation. This suggests a complex cognitive capacity far beyond what was once thought possible for an invertebrate. The mimic octopus typically inhabits murky, sediment-rich waters where visibility can be poor. Its exceptional mimicry provides a crucial advantage in this environment, allowing it to forage more openly than other octopus species, which might rely more heavily on hiding in crevices. Its diet consists mainly of small fish and crustaceans, which it hunts by probing into burrows with its dexterous arms, or by surprising them while in disguise. The very discovery of the mimic octopus was a testament to its elusive nature and the subtlety of its adaptations. For years, it likely went unnoticed, its performances mistaken for the genuine articles by human observers, just as they are by its potential predators and prey. Its existence challenges us to look more closely at the natural world, to appreciate the hidden complexities that lie beneath the surface. Unlike many other octopuses that prefer reef structures, the mimic octopus is often found in relatively barren areas, near river mouths. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. Let us know in the comments which animal behavior you found the most bizarre.